Okay.
All right, video's good.
Coming up.
Let's try that and see what it does.
Bridge,
Full
ROV
light.
nav.
This is the bridge. Go ahead.
Ready for ship move.
Okay.
30 meters, bearing 000, 0.2 knots.
Range 30 meters, bearing 000 degrees, speed 0.2.
Good copy.
Get this floater.
ROV nav, move initiated.
Copy.
You can come in tighter, go for it. He's gone.
Yeah.
There's a question by Scott France whether there'll be a post-dive call. I'm going to go out and consult with Kelly about that, because while we can't really tell you much about tomorrow's dive site, we can tell you about the dive plan and the discussions about the dive plan if you'd like to hear that. So just give me a moment and I'll be right back.
Snap in here. Alright, coming out. Let's get these as we come by.
Oh, good. More of these whip corals, bamboos in the, what are they calling them, J-clade.
Right, coming out.
Oh, here's a nice glass sponge ahead of us.
Okay, wow, we're doing all types of things, getting ready to leave the bottom here. So we're trying to get some advice on preserving these two animals we collected today, because I personally have never collected either one of those type of animals before. So thank you very much, those of you who commented on that, and we are taking copious notes here to help us out. The second thing is there was a question regarding whether there'll be a post-dive call, and we don't have any bathymetry to show you for the next site because we're going to map it tonight, but we would like to have the call because we'd like to discuss with you the plan for the rest of the cruise. And Kelly Elliott is going to bring up the Google Earth image that shows you how we sort of modified the plan a little bit and get your feedback. So if you'd like to be a part of that, that's going to happen immediately after the ROV leaves bottom.
So these are the tests of forams. These are the structures, the sedimentary structures made by giant amoebas. They vary in sort of shapes and by which kinds of species that made them. I think these are in the group Xenophilophoria, but there are other groups as well. A lot of these can send sort of tentacular extensions through the sediment, and they can actually devour animals. I'm not sure if that's the case with the ones that made these structures, but these are apparently things made by single-celled animals. They're quite remarkable considering how big they are.
Coming out.
Thank you. It's also interesting to note that all those areas that we were just in, all the sediment's been disturbed, which suggests that there's some kind of perhaps sea cucumbers or other beasts moving through the sediment. Oh, that's an interesting crinoid. Let's take a look
Snap
at
in
that.
here.
No, it's the same one that we've been seeing. It has these reproductive structures on the pinnules along the arms.
Yeah, come on
Yeah,
out.
we can move on. Thank you.
Ship still moving now?
Currently, yes,
Okay.
but it's not for very long. It will be coming to an end. Well,
ROV nav, move complete.
copy that right now.
So Megan has
Okay.
talked about tincturing seawater
Would you like
with
me to give you a
formalin
minute
or
or
alcohol
two?
or cocaine.
Or you want me to go ahead and get that next call
but,
in?
The issue, of course, is
Go-pilot.
time and shipboard and what you can
We
do
want
on
to get
a
to
small lab
waypoint
on a
3.
ship
We should
too.
put
So
it in now.
Yeah,
That's
so
okay
one
with
more will
pilot.
basically
appreciate
get
the
us there,
comments.
but
The simpler for
we
us,
have
the better,
about,
because we are
20
usually
minutes
busting
left?
just to keep
18
up
minutes?
with all of our work. But I threw out some
I'll go ahead and put one in
suggestions
for
how
you.
we're going to deal with the slugs, and as well as the slug and the serianthid, and hopefully
Snap in
that'll
on
work
this.
reasonably well.
There's your
Yeah.
sea cucumber.
Here's another, yeah. I might as well take a quick look.
Bridge, RV nav.
Got a nice head-on view. We haven't had that perspective yet.
This is the bridge. Go ahead.
I'd like to put in the same ship move,
Go ahead.
30 meters, 000.2 knots.
That's pulsing.
Range 30 meters, bearing 000 degrees, speed 0.2.
Good copy.
Coming up.
This one's one we've seen before. I believe it's similar to Hansenothuria, but I'm just getting a shot of this from the head-on angle because you can sort of see the 5-part symmetry that you see along the body. You can usually
coming up.
determine that straight away from sea stars because their bodies are usually
ROV nav, move
splayed out
initiated.
radially.
Copy.
Sea cucumbers have it, but it's oriented along their body rather than sort of splayed out in a nice pentaradial pattern. Oh, there's another sea cucumber on the rock there.
Snap
See
in
lots
and
of
see
food
this
here.
guy as we come along.
And the tentacular surface there, that's the mouth. Yeah, that's the mouth. That's some nice.
That's a funny one because it's got all of those little round
Yeah.
ossicles or whatever they
Yeah.
are in
Yeah,
the
come
walls.
in tight.
Okay.
We saw this earlier, and all that Dave would say about these ones that have these spots is that he thinks they're synallactids based on, of course, the transparency
Yeah.
and other characters.
It's a gorgeous beast.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, thanks, pilot. We got some good video of one of these a little earlier, too.
Yeah, copy that. Alright, Thea, when you're good with this shot.
Okay. And we're full wide.
Thank you.
So what's this feathery thing we're
Come on in.
coming up behind? Oh, it's a black coral. Okay. Probably looks like one we've seen before today.
Come in tight.
Yeah. What's wrong with this picture? It could be Staropathes, maybe, because it's got a couple sub-branches on it. It's pretty weird Staropathes, if that's what it is. It's definitely an Antipatherian. So one of the diagnostic characters for Stauropathes is sub-branching. I don't know the exact terminology. Sub-branching, you can see in the left there, from the pinnules coming off of the main branch. Probably secondary pinnulation might be the word for it. That's characteristic of Stauropathes, and this one definitely has that. Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, come on out, video.
Is that a sediment patch in the background, or there's a rock right behind the black coral that's star-shaped?
Where are we looking, Chris?
Up a little bit over to the right, and then up about an inch.
Yep, right.
Oh, sorry, it's
Just
rather
left of
small
lasers.
on my screen.
In the middle of
Yeah,
the rock.
it's a sandy patch. Never mind. Thank you. We can just head on in whatever direction you were going.
Okay, Andy, the best way to direct me is relative to the lasers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Slowly learning.
you say, oh, it's it's between those two rocks, and
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
oh yeah,
I'll think of. I need to think more in terms of.
or which segment
This
of the
context.
screen?
Yes.
Top left.
Yeah. So you'd think that after all these years of watching Okeanos, I'd be able to do this when I was in the seat. Thank you.
I mean, it's tough.
It's not easy, especially on terrain like this.
It's good.
That's
Probably another corallium. And what is that? It's a dead stock. Never mind.
Let's get the possible corallium here.
All right.
Got creatures on it.
Fly by. All right, come on tight.
more of these. What are?
Snake stars.
Yeah. I think Scott was calling them asteroschematids, or Les was calling them asteroschematids yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Just let me know if you want anything tighter, Chris.
I'm-
Otherwise, I'll keep going.
I'm good on this one. It's hemicorallium. We got a pretty solid idea on it.
All right, copy that.
Okay.
Come on out, video.
Okay, pilots, you have 10 minutes left before you need to start stowing.
Copy that.
RV nav bridge move complete.
Copy. We'll be coming probably to end of that move by the time it's time to prepare. So I don't think we need to get another
There's
move in.
a sponge on the top of
Copy
that
that.
boulder
Sounds
that we
good.
haven't seen today, I think. I don't know if that's on your way, but
That's where we're heading.
you can do a snap zoom on this. This is a Caulophacus, a little bit different species, I think, than what we've seen so far
Come on
today.
in, video.
Yeah, this is something we call Caulophacus oxydiscus, I think. I gotta look that one up. I'm spacing out right now. Rosella stalked glass sponge, beautiful one.
Looks like it has some commensals on it. Oh, is that a? What is that? Shrimp, baby?
Let's get the commensal.
Yeah.
It was okay. It's the brain cell fired actually in my head, and I had it right.
Oh, is it a benthiktenophore? Yeah, it's a benthiktenophore.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so this is one of the more unusual groups of animals that live on the surface of these sponges. This is a ctenophore, or comb jelly. The swimming
I'm getting pushed
versions
into
are probably
Yeah, should I
ones
come
that
out?
most people are more familiar with
Yeah.
because they're really brilliantly iridescent. If you shine a light on them when they're swimming, they look very beautiful. But there are also a subgroup of these comb jellies which live on the bottoms of the seafloor and on substrates. They fish, in a sense, with long tentacles by extending their feeding tentacles into the water. And it looks like it's just exploiting the water current that the sponge is doing in order to sort of find food. I'm not sure I'm seeing the tentacles, though.
It could be retracted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, pilot. You said it.
Coming up.
Or forward.
These are pretty wild when these things get old and huge. They can get very, very large, as we found on one dive site in 2015.
Oh,
they
yeah.
can be enormous.
Well, just the ones yesterday were enough to...
Yeah, so on this boulder, pilot, if you pan up just a hair, you'll see one of these sponges that we may have seen yesterday. This one on the right-hand side. Sure looks like it's the same type of sponge that were all over the place yesterday.
Yeah, I remember those were those weird axe-shaped things.
All right, come on in.
Yeah, so this is in the family Phariidae. And this isn't that Pharia oca. This is probably in a different genus, probably Espidoscopulia, I think, is a better guess for this one. But the family is fairly certain. And a beautiful hard glass sponge, very different texture than the one we just imaged, that stock sponge. Even though they're both related, they're both glass sponges. This one has essentially glued all of its spicules together to form a very hard structure, whereas the other one, that ball on top, is all soft and squishy. It hasn't glued its spicules together. So,
Just to the left
very
of the
good.
stock.
Log this one. Seeing a lot of new stuff right here at the end.
Oh, no, there's another little amphipod or something living inside it, or on it.
These things are beautiful, if you ask me.
Something
I mean,
living
they're
inside
just,
it. Yeah.
They're just gorgeous animals.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
fragile, but
Oh, yeah. Could stare endlessly through the lattice.
yeah, very thin-walled
Yeah.
sponge.
Yeah, it's a shrimp.
And a lot of the Phariids and the members of that family, oh yeah, there's a shrimp in there. A lot of the members of that family are very thin-walled.
Josh, did I hear you guys say there was 10 minutes left?
There is about 5 minutes left now.
All right, coming up. Did you copy that, Chris?
I'm sorry, I didn't. What was
that
that?
5 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. So now is probably a good time to just do a nice recap. This is Chris Ma from the Smithsonian's National Museum of Natural History and Chris Kelly from the University of Hawaii. We've been surveying this region, this unexplored and previously unmapped seamount, and it's been filled with a lot of potential. Several glass sponges. We've seen rock pens, some corals such as Chrysogorgia. We've seen a number of different black corals as well as some sea anemones. We saw a really neat polychelid lobster, Homerion asper, early on in the dive, one sea star, several sea cucumbers that looked like they might have been in the family Synallactidae, a fair number of fish, some grenadiers, and a halosaur, but the big brown cherry on top of this sundae was the plurobranchiid sea slug. At least I think that's the group it belonged to, which was easily 10 centimeters long and not something that one typically finds at this depth. Most sea slugs tend to occur in much shallower water. So that was collected, and a number of specialists will be working hard to figure out which one it was. We actually saw another plurobranchiid, I think, last week, but which was not collected, but still very interesting. Chris, do you have anything that you think I missed?
No, I think you did a pretty good job. Just sort of noting here, we're very close, if not on the summit right now, and we've got a fair amount of sediment on it, which is a bit surprising. Usually these are pretty current swept, but still pillow lavas. We're seeing the very top of this seamount. So anyway, every site is different. We've said this a gazillion times, and just every day we do proves that correct, or proves it to be right. Please hang on if you would like us, if you'd like to listen to the post-dive call. We are going to discuss the rest of this cruise with those folks who want to discuss that with us, and let you know what's going on, and it's going to happen in just a few minutes. So in the meantime, enjoy these last images of Sleepy Hollow Seamount.
Yeah, come on in.
Oh, we're calling that now?
Oh, yeah, Picnagunid.
Oh,
Where is it? Oh, look
right
at
at
this.
the end.
Right at the
Okay,
end.
so this is actually kind of cool because this is a sea spider, a Picnagunid, probably in the genus Colosendeus or Colosende. These are actually predators on cnidarians, and if we zoom in, I bet we'll see that its proboscis is doing something that people who like this coral won't like. Yeah. I think it might. Notice that all the polyps are gone.
Where's his end? Like what end is end?
Yeah, it's the one facing. It's in direct contact with the stalk. So these are predators on cnidarians. There's a study that they did in Monterey Bay that shows them sucking juices out of sea anemones, and we've seen them multiple times sucking juices out of other different kinds of cnidarians. I think so. In this case, what I think it's doing is, you notice again the polyps are all missing or withdrawn, and the proboscis is just sort of attacking it one polyp at a time.
Excuse me, pilot. I'll just throw this out. We still have a few minutes. I don't suppose there's any chance you could grab a snip off that branch. It could be one of the very few occasions that we could actually collect one of these Picnagonids.
Yeah, we can try that. We'd have to go into one of the bio boxes. You said there was a floater in the port.
Yeah, but the slug will probably be okay down in the bottom there. I guess we could take a look.
Okay. Yeah, we can try it. Do we have time now?
We have 30 seconds.
All right. Come wide, video.
Okay.
All right, still the swing arms down. Let's bring up the...
Copy that.
As I'm doing this sample.
I think without hardly any current at all, you could try the port side. Those tentacles will probably stay put if you take the box out slowly.
I mean, we could try the starboard side.
Okay. You think this is a good idea, Chris, to try to grab one of these, or are they pretty well known? Or?
Oh yeah. Oh no. I mean, at the very least, the catching it in association with the prey item is a valuable reason for it. I'm just merely concerned about the time, so that's fine. I would suggest it. I endorse it.
All right, so let's try for this.
Today was the day of odd collections.
Okay, we're thinking starboard bio, correct?
Well, quality over quantity.
Well, yeah, we like to get a variety of different things.
Make sure you come outboard with that lower one first.
I am.
Yep. I just saw it.
Copy that.
I think you might be behind it. Yeah. It's very narrow.
All right, hold on the drawer.
Copy that.
All right, go ahead on the drawer.
Okay, extending. I'm going to tip down on the mini Zeus for you. Want me to
All the
move
swim
mini
arms
zoos?
stowed?
No, the uppers are still out. I don't want to
Yeah,
do
you-
it because I can't see them yet.
Okay.
Lowers are stowed. You want me to move Zeus, mini Zeus rather?
You can leave it where it is.
Okay.
Yeah, you can move mini Zeus, please.
Okay, copy that.
I got my arm all twisted up here.
How's that?
Did the jar come out anymore, or is that it?
I believe that's it. I'll try it again.
No, I'm having so much
No.
trouble with this.
That's all.
Alright, there we go.
A little more light help if I bring that upper arm in and down.
Well, it went in with the sea slug. Alright,
Okay,
let's close it.
you're clear. Sure, retract.
Alright,
Great, thank you very much.
sorry about that. I went in
it's-
with the sea slug.
It's not a problem. I think we're going to be able to keep them straight.
Alright, let's get you
Okay.
lined up.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay because it'd be actually pretty confusing. He meant to go that way if they were both the same bioboss. They would assume it was a mistake. But yeah, we're good. Well, pretty interesting way to finish this dive up. So in literally seconds, we're going to go ahead and move into post-dive call mode. So hang tight. I don't know if Kelly Elliott is going to come down there and guide this one instead of Mashkor. I see her getting up through the curtains, I think. Somebody is.
Okay. Some reason I'm not able. Okay, that's there we go. That's why.
Hi guys, are you still there?
Yes, we are. We're waiting for Kelly to bring up Google Earth. We just need a few minutes to get set up to show you the maps.
No problem. I just got back, so I wasn't sure where we were.
Okay,
Yeah,
swing
Scott,
arms
if
are
you just got
stowed.
back, we just collected
I'm
a
gonna go up a
picnic
little bit.
on an Irida Gorgia as a final act of the dive.
Yeah, I saw that. So I've been able to see the video. I just can't hear anything, and
Hey,
so
Okay.
we'll come up with a positive turn here.
Yeah, and
Copy
thanks
that.
to your comments, Asako, too, for
You want me to get
a
on
little
the
bit
heading?
of a slow dive,
Yep.
but it finished with a bang.
Yep.
So that
Yeah,
was
go
good.
ahead.
Okay.
You can
All
come
right,
around
hi
past
folks.
me.